Rough couple days. Yo. Good night. Go to sleep. I love you. You can sleep in my bedroom if you want. I'm gonna stay here and play a little bit and then probably go to sleep. And then, yep. That's it's a terribly short list of things I plan on
Meredith
doing.
Brooks, Savage Garden.
Where are you going to sleep at? Oh, then I'm gonna go to sleep right here in this right here. Oh, then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna sleep on the couch right here. Oh, then I'm gonna sleep on the couch. Yeah, I'm pretty ill. Like, I just took some medicine to stop from being so ill. I love you too. Pat, 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 pat. All right, I love you too. I love you too. Good night. I love you too. Good night. Love you. Good night. Love you. Love you too. Good night. All right. There we go. Let's see if this sounds okay. Testing 1 2. Good night. All right. Testing. There we go. Let's see if this sounds okay.
I don't care.
Testing 1 2.
We're all guilty of
All right. Testing. There we go. Let's see if this sounds okay. Testing 1 2. All right. Testing. There we go. Let's see if this sounds okay. That's enough of the loop. Oh man. So yeah, so we've been feeling ill. I was supposed to stream all day. Had plans, but plans turned into poop. Like, being sick does that, man. Like, Robo's out. Like he's been out like all day. It's been very, very rough. I don't think I'm gonna play ranked because that would just be bad for people. Like, well, I don't want to play unranked because that'd also be bad for people. So I figured I could cast. There were some games that came out today. Actually, there's a whole. If you go into the tournaments, we're on the amateur league. We're finally past the Winter Panama. It looks like they got some Strawberry Swiss House coming up. Nothing's been set up yet, but we're waiting for that. We're gonna start casting on that really heavy. I've been going up and down this Winter Panama major, but I mean it's been pretty much done. But if you go into the professional league, there are currently live games in progress. So I'm going to reset this and I'm going to call this 0 people watching. Wow. That's sad, but I'm going to do this anyway because I feel like it's called the right thing to do. And all right, so we're 4v4. Looks like we're got it. Let's see what each team's name is. Radiant. And the Dire. I don't want to call them Radiant versus the Dire. That's just rude. Let's see if we can pull up their names really quick. You got Mad Monkeys versus the Flawless Goblins. I love both of those names. The Flawless Goblins. Why not? Mad Monkeys. All right, so you got a Snapfire on the draft. Of course, this, man, that's just so rude. The Blightstone, which is really pretty standard pickup. There is not an Io paired up with a Mars. So Io's taking a walk of shame already at 9 minutes in. Lesh just bit the dust, rocking a couple no talismans. Joe trying to stack as much agility as possible. It looks like they sent this Dark Willow possibly mid. I'm really interested if they go up at full Dark Willow, like hard carry. Winter Wyvern, Magic Stick, because he's like playing the world's hardest position 5. Would you send your courier? You're not. There you go. Send that courier. Luna trying to match the drill for damage, agility, and a lot more attack speed. Timber should be impossible to kill for the most part, Invoker should be impossible to find for the most part, and Rubik should be impossible to deal with because she's just going to snipe all the big ultis from everybody else. What I am the most curious on is, wow, they're going straight Ags on this Dark Willow. That's interesting because RoboBlitz invented that build. It is my understanding the first one to go with the hard carry straight to Ags build is RoboBlitz, which is man, I really just want to watch the crap out of this Dark Willow more than anything because if they've man, so that's where I feel like some people should be excelling over others because I know I probably went heavy Exhort. Quas Exhort has been really heavy. Quas Wex builds aren't really a thing right now. It looks like Quas Exhort's been like the big the big current meta. Unless is Lesh mid? Yeah, it's level 6. I'm just looking at the level points. Let's see what we have as far as the last hits to nice. See, Willow. That's a KDA. Sorry, let's get last hits in here. Willow, where is Willow? She's at 9-4, so she is definitely not playing a core. Oh, I mean, she's first shot in her axe to get like that DPS into it, but I was really hoping she could go full core. A little farming camps. It looks like we got a fight mid. Dark Willow does jump in, gets off. Oh no, go back to the fight. Go back to the fight. Is it just Rubik dead? No, the Willow bites one. Unfortunately. Was able to get off the Bedlam. But it looks like I'm able to get pretty much everything. I'll still end up beating the big ol' L there. Ooh. See, that's the thing about Homeboy, man. Like that. He's got 4 sets in that reactive armor. I mean, it's better to not hit him because you just help him, like ignore him, like as much as possible. He's already got tons of magic resistance too with that Hood of Defiance. See, that stings a bit, but now you have 3 stacks on reactive armor. That 3 stacks is 1.2 times 3. You know, you can do some math here. He, for the most part, doesn't care. Look at it. He's 27. He wants to get right hit here. I mean, that's his heals, right? Now he's at 34. He's got 15 stacks of reactive armor. He does not give a bananas patoot. You gotta keep those stacks up, though. The second you start letting him get down and weighing down, I mean, at the same time, it is one of those things where, yeah, the higher the stack count, the better, but it has a fall-off point when people start hitting really, really hard.
Take that.
But that fall-off point is a long ways away. You're 13 minutes in. He's, for the most part, invincible. You got a double stack, triple stack. Oh, that's so pretty. Good job, Winter Wyvern. I'm going to give Winter Wyvern credit for all 3 of those. All right, let's talk about matchups. It's going to be Dro versus the Luna. Oh, man. Who's going to do the heavy hitting damage? I got to say the Dark Willow is going to have to be the one to take down that Timber Saw. Especially when she gets the eggs. Fever boy. Sorry. I was thinking about my son. He's all fevered out too. Man, this directed camera's poop. Oh, see, like, we got none of that. I'm going to rewind this by, let's go 20 seconds. I'm going to actually watch this Timber fight because that is depressing. I don't want to go directed camera. Let's go with free camera. Little... Jeez, but it takes so long, and they were afraid to jump in to help. Look how terrified they were. They wouldn't even go into play. I mean, you got no man on the Lesh. I'm assuming they didn't click and find that out because Lesh is like queen or king DPS until the mana shot. But if you click on Lesh, you'll see that he was basically worth a whole lot of nothing. I mean, you got like what 1 or 2 ticks left sitting on that Nova, and there's mana regen there. You got 5.7, but really it's like 1 tick every like 30 seconds that you get from having this 5.9. Luna's getting kind of fat pretty quick, actually. She got the Dragon Lance and Crystallis already picked up with 14. That's not bad. Dark Willow still trying to find her second piece. What's it going to be? Oh, it looks like she's going straight for that point booster. Lots of yawning coming from the sick people, which I'll put myself on that list. Snapfire, anti-warding, and then you have Per Favore on the Lesh. Still pushing in. Still doing what Leshes do. Interesting. Oh, there we go. I was like, Arcane Ring. Okay, because I heard the boots animation going off. The mana boots, but didn't see where it came from. That's definitely the ring. There's only 2 real options there for that sound effect. Plus 5 stats. She has to hang on the river to get the full benefit of that neutral. I like to see her drop it for something else whenever something's available. But 5 stats is still 5 agility, which she doesn't have, so it's like 3. And then Snapfire, rocking the, oh. Oh, what was stolen? What was stolen? Ah, the shotgun. That's awesome. So Scatterblast was stolen from Snapfire. There's a lot of good vision coming in from both sides. They're doing quite a bit to like counter each other off, and it looks like they're just so close in and out of range. Look at that. Like, I mean, that is literally like a hair away. A very drastic and terrible, terrible hair away. So there's that. See how that goes. Dark Willow does have Magic Stick. Did pick up her point booster. It's the Winter Wyvern build. It's going with super support mana. Probably built that. Let's see. I want to see last hits to knives. Ooh, Winter Wyvern sitting at a 2-1-3. That's not terrible. We got a 2-1 on the Luna, which is really good. 204 last hits. So last hits have been obviously just pretty heavy priority. But she's got to get really fat as possible. And so at 29 seconds in, where does she go to try to find some more farm? Because that's her job, right? Farm at all cost. I mean, they have vision, but do they know who's got other vision? It's very common for dire side to farm this what I call the New York strip steak right there, because it's so perfect. It just looks about that. Oh, I see a Bedlam going off. Just using it to farm. It's pretty common for Dark Willows. No one's taking this ancient camp over here though. A lot of lost gold. Oh, what? So one for the Mars and one for the Rubik, huh? Looks like they're trading off on those Arenas of Blood. They might catch the Timber. Timber does seem to be getting away here. Do have a fear coming out from the Willow. Is probably going to get a pick off, at least on this Wyvern, with the Bedlam. Does get off the Bedlam. I don't see a whole lot else coming on. Blink Dagger on the Mars. Blink Daggers on Mars, man, they're just dangerous. Easy to get like a one-person pick off in those cases, in those moments. TP out from Invoker. Does head bottom. Just continue to split push. So many people realize nowadays that TPing to base isn't always the right answer. It's the perfect panic answer for the most part. Pick a random spot in the base, and you're going to end up with a pretty decent cooldown. For TPing, if you see everybody TPs to the exact same spot, you end up with, hold on, let's see what happens. Snapfire here. Benefits of no one else around. Snapfire gets pushed in. Rubik gets, who picks up the kill? Oh, but that's a pretty decent trade. I'd trade a Snap for a Mars. Well, I'd trade Snap for a Rubik for Mars. Let's put it that way. The Mars ends up on the positive end of that pretty heavily. And he did pick up the kill on the Rubik, so that's pretty good. A little more farming from Invoker. Invoker from the bottom half that stake. Just nuke those illusions down. There's a free 28 gold. It's extra 50 gold that she normally wouldn't have gotten there. Which does pay for half a scroll. Teleport scroll. Ooh, does smoke. Was that underneath a ward? It is very possible. The only scary thing is because typical wards I've seen, there's placements here and here, even as far as like directly in the face, because that does give you like vision down lane. So this smoke may have been spotted out. I don't see any scans coming off of either team. And now we have a courier, which with a little swerve could have noticed that Lesh was able to pick that up. They go ahead and give up the smoke. They realize they're out. Now that smoke timeout. Free Ancient Triangle. However, still leaving your own to be not even contested. I haven't seen a whole lot of your own Ancients going. It just looks like there's going to end up being a better farm. On the dire side this game. Tipping the Mars for basically going in, not using ulti and feeding. Lesh just gets, or Dro gets just whopped across the face of that hook and chain. Lesh in a lot of world of hurt here. Matt Yule's setup, really beautiful on the Timber side of life. So go Timber. Yeah, I feel like this one's over. This might just be one of those games that completely won in the draft. Possibly. That's the thing about the impossible to kill scenario. Timber saw comes online a lot faster than anybody else. I mean, he's not necessarily level dependent. I mean, it's just like a part of his kit. It's just so broken for so long, and it's so difficult to not scale. I did like the Yules pickup. I don't see that personally. I don't play a lot of Timber, but the Yules pickup just to make sure that your chakram is sitting underneath them when they land. I mean, that's just so mean. Because oftentimes you see many people, they miss out on this. Did they scope this out? Oh, they're definitely blinking in. That is a 4-3, man. Man, just pegged to death. Beautiful crush on the Lycan. Kongor does drop it. Looks like it was handed out to the Lina. Immediately used. Now, will she be able to pick up like a 4 stack of kills here? She does get the Snapfire. Mars throws her off to the Oblivion. Man, it's hard to not believe in a team that's giving Dark Willow Ags. Like, that's just reality based right there. Like, Dark Willow Ags. I feel like Dark Willow should be able to carry this game. Yep. That was brutal. Beautiful and brutal. Little body blocking from the Mars. Now the farm actually begins, huh? Well, looks like a quick pickup on Mars for Timber. Mars overstayed as welcome. Looks like Dark Willow, depending on the left shield. Please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. She's out of mana. That's the only reason why. Other than that, all she has to do is throw up her Shadow Realm and she basically doesn't care. Alright. Rubik does have a Blink Dagger. Able to jump and snipe any spell he wants at this point. Big Boy Boots, Blink Dagger, and or mini Big Boy Boots. Hannah Midas on the Invoker. I don't know why this system's thinking that Rubik's game is so interesting. Let's see who else we have. Hedra, some heals. Obviously lots of damage. Kaya picked up on the Timber Saw. Now, this says a spell amplification. Oh, so mean. So now I'm curious to how well this actually picks up. Now, I'm assuming this is actually mainly picked up in order to help with the mana issues that Timbers usually end up falling through. Because as long as he has mana, he can always throw. I mean, it's not like HP is ever an issue for the guy. It's getting caught. You run out of chains. You run out of Whirling Deaths to do damage. Shock them for your slows. I mean, it's a pretty big deal to have enough mana. Bloodstone's pretty common, at least back in the day. Or, not Bloodstone. Is it called Bloodstone? I feel like it is. I'm gonna double check. Would you stop it? Yeah, Bloodstone. At least it was back in the day. Invoker. Oh, they found the Mars. Invoker throwing off his Tornado and Meatball combo. Zippity zip. Or Sobbity sop. Chainity chain. Timberty timbers. Timber me, shiver me timbers? Because timbers? Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, shiver me timbers. Alright. Luna's still just cracking in as much friggin' damage as she can go into. Looks like she's gonna go double into the lifesteal scenario. Staying alive is gonna be very difficult. Also doing damage to a Dark Willow is gonna end up being difficult. She did pick, oh my goodness, picked up Mask of Madness. Is holding the plus damage and attack speed. This Dark Willow is like the best hard carry. I'm in love with the Dark Willow. My son made me fall in love with Dark Willow. It's completely his fault. Snapfire, more minus armor, and of course a blink. Almost BKB. Trouble is here, Morty. Thanks for that, Marty. All right. Another pin. Just attempted as a poke, but is it going to cost him his life? It looks like it absolutely will. Willow completely able to dominate the Rubik. Does get swirled up. Oh man, no fear, no fear. Mars with the buyback. Oh, yep. Mars with the dieback. It's just a rough game right there. See, the problem is Willow didn't disengage before her Shadow Realm was done. Like, you go in, you take your pops, even if you do like half or slightly more than half. As soon as that's done, you bounce, you get out of there. You are very target. Yeah, I mean, people want you dead as fast as possible for those reasons, because you're just really annoying to deal with overall. Timber's got his cute little donkey, little flying bat donkey. See what it looks like here. Okay. I don't know how I ended up on Snapfire this route, but totally did. This appears to be nauseating. Okay, who killed 5? Alright, we're missing the game. We're missing the game because we're messing around. Is that terrible? Let's see. Okay, so that's where she died. Did we see this already? Oh, what in the blazes is going on? Where are those headed to? Ting, 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 ting. What? I have no idea how that worked out. I don't know if I glitched the game somehow, but that's what happened. All right. So Les jumps on top of the Invoker, stuns, lands a perfect, beautiful stun. Now, hold on, let's go back to the Lesh, because that Yules, man, it's just so beautiful. I mean, if it wasn't for that Yules, Invoker would have had time to cast a million things to get out of dodge, but didn't. Oh, that's kind of funny. So Lesh using his courier to get vision there. Let's take out the courier. Lesh running away. Dark Willow still just farming her little brains out. What does she pick up? Ooh, Lesh versus Timber. Depends on who has the most mana at this point. Because that is a lot of damage. That's a million little ticks, and they don't count as right click. It's lots of magic damage. I don't know if they strum up that armor, but I highly doubt that reactive armor's friendly towards it. A little more wards picked up on the Wyvern. Just playing that pos 5. Down them waves, Lesh. So at this point, it's 2020. It's still anybody's game. I would say that I believe a Dark Willow, a higher ranked Dark Willow, more fed Dark Willow would be difficult to deal with. Wyvern trying to make sure Willow dies. Absolutely works. Will lose his own life in the process. Snapfire getting moved around and getting her ulti stolen by the Rubik. That's kind of funny. Oh, might. Nope, does not get a chance to get away. Oh, man. Looks like Invoker's, it's right there. That's that Ags. Multiplies the awesomeness of Sunstrike by far. Which I think why most Invokers are going heavy in Ags nowadays. Or going heavy into Exhort. Run, 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 little man.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is destroyed. Woo-hoo-hoo! Boy, oh boy! Oh my goodness gracious! Radiant's middle barracks. Huh? What a joke! Well, that's what I call teamwork.
Alright, let's test this back. Oh, what did we miss? What did we miss? 26, 28, so not a whole lot. Like I said earlier, though, looks like the gremlins over there. Is it gremlins? Let's see this again. Goblins. Flawless goblins are just going to out-farm the crap out of them this game. I don't want to ruin it and see, if it's best 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 1 watching. That's me. I hope they're excited. I don't think they know that they're getting... let's see. Oh, nope. I can't let them know that I'm casting this, but that's okay. I would like to see if I could talk to them and see if they'd let me cast it. Your profile. Wow, look at that fighting. Not a whole lot on the user feed there, though. Akia. Jeez Louise. Add friend. $275 matches total.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm seeing if I can really.
Oh man, this guy's
Playing for glitching this thing out. I want to see if they'll let me actually just cast as a caster. USA. USA. Interesting. Well, that's another point. How would I contact them to see if I could cast? Looks like I might have glitched this out. I'm going to see if I can get on their website and see if they'll let me cast, because that I think would be the funnest. Oh, looks like best of 3. And it looks like it's already over. Well, I might have messed that one up, which is okay. How would I go? Dota 2 League Destiny. Alright, let's see. Dota 2 Destiny League. I'm going to look that up and see if they'll let me cast. This league. Match coming up soon. Comment. I wonder if anybody is going to let me cast this. So I messaged them on Facebook. I'm going to keep that open. And I'm going to see if they'll let me do it. Because that would be amazing if they would let me do it. Mad Monkeys versus Flawless Goblins. Yep. Let's see if anybody's streaming this on Twitch. It is possible. I mean, they're definitely. Oh, wow. All right. So 30 round 2 in this. Well, okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to play their music. That's actually the music that's being played off on their channel. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I have my own music I can always throw up. We'll see how that goes. Looks like no one is actively Destiny League D2. Huh. Oh, what? Best of 3, 2-minute league. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rename this, but I'm